All right,
Left
and
2 o'clock, Elio.
huh?
Yes. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, yes, we are live, apparently. So the timer says on the little StreamYard indicator, we are live. And this is the it's okay to tell your kids to be normal. This is actually something that I've come across in like modern society, like modern trends. We're not telling our kids to give us grandkids anymore. Have you noticed that, mandatory?
I have not. No. But then
No,
again,
I'm
I'm not fucking insane. Wait a second.
Well,
Um,
I mean, for all of us, that is disputed territory given the Overton window at this point in time. But new, I've noticed that in just in society at large, like it used to be normal. It used to be completely normal in like the church and school setting. You know, the
oh
social
yeah.
institutional setting to
Futurama.
to yeah. It used to be normal for when your kids were sitting around with the other authority figures to ask them, hey, so how many kids do you want, like those kind of conversations. And I've just realized that and I haven't just realized this, but I have noticed over time that those kind of conversations of, hey, you're going to be a mom or a dad someday, have just
Mm-hmm.
kind of gone out the window. And even in my own household, it's not brought up as often as it should. Like I don't there are so many other pressures for us to worry about. We neglect the opportunity to tell our kids, yeah, we're um we're going to talk about, yeah, the expectation that you are going to provide us with grandchildren. We're going to ask you, like, how many kids do you think you should have? Like those are like the normal wholesome conversation. And damn it, great Sky, why are you always going to bed when I start a stream? Why?
Hey,
Come on back. You know you want to.
is that my troll?
It is your troll.
Oh,
Your troll is back. We
oh,
do
my
love our
troll.
trolls.
Oh no. Great Sky Troll is a good guy. I think he
Excellent.
just I think he calls himself that the same way I call myself mandatory carry F word you can't use on YouTube. Use can though.
Well, he does have special privileges. Let's be honest
Uh-huh.
about that. Let's be
You're
very
right.
honest about that. So, anyways, so I also have a my kids are being raised by an illiterate redhead with strong opinions. Um, Fun fact: most Sicilian mafia dons, like the Godfathers,
Oh,
were in fact proud illiterates.
really?
Many people, yes, most of the Sicilian mafia members, um, not those living in the states, but those who are actually in like the native island,
Mm-hmm.
proud illiterates, people who did not live in the realm of intellectualism by any stretch of the imagination. They were ruthless, but they were very viscerally ruthless. Like they were socially cunning in that kind of regard. Not book smart by any stretch of the imagination. Um, if they were, they might have feared the government a little more than they did, but alas, they did not. So, fun fact there about illiteracy. Uh, it, it,
Uh,
it,
they also consider themselves the true uh mafioso, and that the Americans and everybody else were not really uh mafioso.
well, there is some validity to that. I mean, on the island of Sicily, it's weird because Sicily is technically an island culture, just out of sheer technicality. It is an island, and they do share some of the characteristics of other islanders, like the Maori warrior. and the Polynesians. In that, they can get very large in their old age. In fact, as they get older and wiser, they tend to get fatter. But also, most of them die of the same thing. And I'm talking about natural deaths, not those that are caused by violence.
Well,
They
in
all
that
die of
society, bullets is natural cause of death.
exactly, but medically speaking, most of them die of heart attacks or heart failure.
Really?
Yeah, do you know why?
Um, Probably because they're old and their heart's just worn out.
It's a little more complicated than that. When you live that kind of mafioso warrior lifestyle, and most people don't think of it that way, but it is a warrior lifestyle. The amount of stress that the testosterone and adrenaline puts on your heart wears it out. And
Hmm.
no, we're not simply talking about heart disease. We're talking, yeah, yes, stress.
Stress.
Stress is the accurate word for it. Um, but to simply associate it with like modern day first world stress is kind of insulting. It is more of uh, the warrior battle fatigue that happens over time when you hit the and we're talking about them dying in like mid 40s or early 50s, like well before a human in relatively better health should be dying. Um, so yeah, there is that there is that aspect to not just illiteracy, but when it comes to them claiming to be the true mafiosos, that does have some legitimacy because not only do you have that kind of aspect to their lives, um, there were times in Sicily where entire towns would be completely empty of any grown men because of the vendettas that have been distributed by the families. And we're talking about like nights of biblical proportion where the gutters of the streets are literally running with blood. So
Glad I'm
yeah,
not Sicilian.
well, hang on. Yeah, be very good. Be very glad that you're not Sicilian and under that kind of pressure. So Sky Troll has a question. When I get an adrenaline hit, it hurts my hands. Does anyone else have this experience? I don't know what you're talking about, to be perfectly honest.
I've never
How?
experienced that.
I mean, how would you know per se when you're getting a particularly strong adrenaline hit? Would be my question.
Jumping out of a plane, hitting a 10-foot sea in a 25-foot boat,
Well, I
and
mean,
then two up
I mean,
forward.
well, isn't one of the properties of adrenaline the fact that it numbs, that it builds up your pain resistance?
Uh, oh,
Yeah. I mean, when you're
uh,
under the adrenaline rush, like the damage that's done to your body is like delayed. And I've experienced this after a
oh, I think he's about to answer your question.
folks shooting at me. Okay,
That could give you an adrenaline hit.
that will give you
Pretty
an
hard
adrenaline
one.
hit. Sure, after it hits. Um, so are you talking about like coming down from the adrenaline high is when you're starting to experience this pain in your hand?
That's probably more of the crash troll, although I
Yeah,
could be mistaken.
that might have been something you did while still under the adrenaline rush. But anyways, back to the topic of the stream at hand. And
Yeah,
teaching, having conversations with children where they are being instructed by their parents to, look forward to a future where they themselves will become a parent. And I don't know
I can't
why.
even I can't even understand a parent that wouldn't do that. I got on my daughter when she was kind of little and didn't understand, and I was not a good daddy in this moment. But anyway, I would get on her about carrying her dolls in a way that you would actually carry a baby so
Hmm.
that she could become a good mommy.
No, that I didn't do that exact same thing, but yeah, something like that. Like there are things that little girls do where you're just like, no, no, this is how you treat your baby. This is how you treat your special your special toy at the moment, because they kind of shift from one baby to the next. Um, and
Not my daughter.
Skytrol's like, nope, it happens just before I go Hulk. I have absolutely no answer for that, sir. That is, you might want to get
That
that
is a
checked out.
thing. That is a
Really?
thing. You realize that there is a problem. You can feel yourself um getting amped up, and all of a sudden the shit's on.
Okay. So it's kind of like the shock wave that sends you into the adrenaline rush.
Yes, and about 2 seconds later is when maybe you break your hand. Oh, hi,
Ah,
Vi.
hey, Violence. It's good to see you finally joining us for a stream. Like
Um,
I am legit glad that Violence is here. So yeah.
yeah, about 2 seconds or a minute later, you maybe break your hand. Not that I would know anything about that. Oh, it's making my hand hurt now.
Okay. I got you. I got you. So this is okay. I think I know what territory we're in now when you talk about pain right before the adrenaline hit. That's that seems legit.
I
It's almost like it's almost like your body preempting the pain.
um I've never noticed that myself. The thing is about to start, and I know it's about to start. I don't feel any pain. So I can't speak to that. I've never noticed it. No.
Yeah, Violence over here. It's 1:43 a.m. So it's
23,
still early
43
for me as
here.
well. Open Secret says, I've never had to raise my voice or hit a kid. They just know the rules and listen to me, or else I put them in the corner.
Um,
Okay.
I
Now,
I can't. I've not had that kind of luck in life, I guess.
no, and me, myself, neither. In fact, not just raising my kids now, but when I was growing up, I had a brother who was a year and a half younger than me, who he had Tourette's and he also had a strong, stubborn Italian personality. And
Hmm.
my parents found it very difficult to tell between where his sort of autism, yeah, that does make somewhat of a difference. Mine are all girls as well. Like
That
I
makes
am
a
in a
huge
house,
difference.
I'm I am surrounded by estrogen all day, every day. Like it's the only male representation in the household is me and the damn dog. So it's me and four. Hang on, no, not four, five other women in the house. So I am grossly outnumbered. I have to carry all the testosterone in the house, and it's pray for me. Just just fucking pray for me. Anyways,
Moving
um,
on.
I also have all girls, and uh, there are quite a few of them who have that same strong Italian personality, where uh, you can tell them exactly what you want them to do, and it doesn't matter. Like you can try, yeah, violence is life. Spanking happens. Yes, it does. Yes, it
Thank you.
does. It certainly does.
Well,
Um,
girls are better than boys for
um,
behavior.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
That is
my
that.
girls were better behaved than my boys.
I actually have
Better
a different take on that. Um, better in terms of behavior or better in terms of character is my question.
behavior.
Okay,
Uh,
because
character character my baby girl was too young to judge her character, and my older girl was yeah, no, her she's going to be Hellion. She's going to be singing Halls of Montezuma someday. I know it. I just know it.
no, because the way that my mother puts this is, um, boys are dirty, girls are bitchy, and it's that trade off.
Yes.
It's that trade off, and I love this quote, even though it is incredibly based and culturally verboten. It's a saying that goes, "Rarely do we see in a young boy the promise of a man, but in every little girl is the threat of a woman."
Horrible
No
thing to
fucking
say. It's
lie.
also
It's true as fuck. Like there are no lies with that statement. Boys have to be raised to be men, whereas girls just tend to be born as little terrors, little female terrors, and they instinctively know it. Yeah, girls do get away with with a bit more. That is absolutely true. Um, and it's what the what in the world? My adopted Afghani is brilliant and will outsmart me. My least sky troll is carved out of my butt. What the hell? I don't even know how to take this information. All right.
yeah, Troll, I've
So
known you a long time and I have no idea what you just said.
I'm this comment is just up for me to just look at it in wondrous awe about not understanding a word that was on that was written on this comment. That this is beautiful. Anyways,
Well, the first half I can understand. He adopted I'm going to say Afghan girl at some point. Maybe he married the mom. She's
okay,
brilliant and will outsmart him every time.
okay,
Probably every.
I followed that much.
My least sky troll, okay, his child is carved
Uh
out of my
huh.
butt. I have nope. I got nothing there.
I think that is
Huh.
the more degenerate way of saying a chip off the old block.
Oh, yeah.
I
See,
think that's
yep.
where we're going here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also have a biological kid. There we go. All right.
Okay.
So all right, mystery solved. We have translated the runes. Moving on to the topic at hand. Um, just I guess this can be just a general uh discussion about children and the raising thereof. Because
If you're allowed to.
I mean, I, the violence said that spanking happens, and I am honestly not a fan of the idea that you should never spank or corporally discipline your child. And here's why: because the um the off-sided claim that spanking your kid teaches them that violence solves problems
Well,
is just it's
it
not
does.
true.
Well, it
Well,
solves everything eventually.
yeah, violence does solve everything, but this idea that spanking your kids will cause them to accept that that violence is okay is really not true. That it doesn't teach them violence. What it actually teaches your child is the concept of death in a very real way. Like if you
Yeah,
do
no, I
this,
get it.
that there is an end to your will. There is an end to you having an influence in this life, and it is painful. And if you approach this line, you will be in pain, and the ultimate pain you might receive later on is something that will kill you. So,
Yeah,
honestly, when it comes to those life threatening moments, like when the child climbs up and grabs the scissors, yeah, you teach them
you
that death
got to
is
get that message across. And
And the same
pain
thing,
gets a message
yeah,
across.
it most certainly does. And it goes for similar things, like when your child just for no reason decides to run out into the middle of the street. That
Yeah, no,
requires
yeah.
an education of pain. It requires a painful education, and that's just a fact of life. You cannot sit down to a child and explain the concept of fear. It has to
No.
be shown to the child that there's something to be feared.
Hey, the military uses it as a training technique.
As they absolutely should. I mean, if there was ever one job on this planet where you had to be cognizant of death, the military is that occupation. So, yeah,
Well, no, firefighting. You got to
also
really
true.
understand. Yeah,
Well, I'm going to read a comment here by Open Secrets. I once raised my voice when one of them slipped onto the road just before a car. Because I never yell, she stood stiff, and that saved her. Yeah, um, I'm glad that it worked. I'm glad that she obeyed. I'm glad that she stopped. I'm glad that, that all worked out. But to be perfectly clear, if that was my kid, no, I don't think I would have spanked him then. I think then the lesson of imminent death would have been well received at that point. But there are times when children just bolt out when they're not supposed to in places they have no business being, with absolutely uh, no awareness of their own mortality or safety,
hmm.
when they do need to be instructed that there are some things in life that need to be feared, and there are some things in life that you need to understand. This is the end of your will. This is we need to give you a lesson in death.
That's also why I like child leashes. Just
See
saying.
what? Why? See, I'm not down on the child leash. To me, that's just lazy. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean, your kid should be kept with you in a certain radius just out of sheer comfort.
How many kids have you escorted around?
Or I'm on my fourth child, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what kind of great luck you've been having, but my kids could bolt in
No, no,
two
no,
seconds,
no, no, no. And understand, they
two
do bolt,
millionths of a second.
and when they bolt, there are consequences.
Roy's back.
And yes, child leashes are
Yeah,
retarded.
well,
The reach of my ass whooping has no limit. Yes, yes, absolutely. And Roy, you're more than free to hop on, man. The links in the Discord, and I'm loving all of these comments about the belt and the switch. You can tell that that Violence for Life had a based upbringing.
uh, no, my kids, they could be gone in two millionths of a second and halfway down the block. My baby girl
I'm
actually
also
did
going to
that.
yeah, I'm also going to take a moment to recognize that these are your children, mandatory,
Yes,
and what little I know of you, I expect that kind of level of rebellion. I'm just saying.
especially my baby girl.
I know, I know, and one of the great things about having kids are those moments where they do something, and it could be anything, and it's one of those moments where you're not embarrassed, you're not even angry, you're not even mad. You just got to sit back, smile, and go, "Yep, that's mine.
That's
That
that's
is
that's my baby girl.
yep, that one is mine. That is That is my child. In fact, I actually have a story like that. The story goes that my wife was on the couch, and no, my wife was sitting down on the chair, and the dog was lying across the sofa because he's just our massive cuddle pup. Like we have raised him to be like a gentle beast, except for when it's time for him to do his job. Anyways, so is so he's just stretched out on the sofa, and one of my daughters comes up, one of my older ones, and goes, Uriah, get down. Now, the dog does not respond to her. Like, he's just like, you're just a human. You're just one of the other little humans. And my wife tries to coach my second oldest to essentially, command the dog in the way that he understands to get down. And this exchange goes about 2 or 3 times, and the dog will not listen to this particular daughter. And then the 1 year old, my youngest,
Mm-hmm.
toddles up to the dog, puts her hand into his paw, and like one of her fingers is like on the inside of his, like the soft part of their paw.
Mm-hmm.
She gently squeezes it and says, "Ya down." With those 2 words, that dog perks up and jumped off the sofa, and my wife died laughing. Because, um, for those of you who don't know, um, that was also my gift as a kid. I could walk up to
Mm.
any animal, and it was mine. And the reason for that is because I was raised with pit bulls. So I was instinctively trained vicariously by owning this breed of dog to know I don't have to fear any animal. And any animal who I come into contact with, I should be the alpha, I should be the commander. So any animal I come across is mine. And for some odd reason, it's passed down throughout the generations and will forever through all the halls of time that the children of my household will be effective commanders of animals.
Mm.
So we've actually fallen past on comments. Where do we pick up here? Darwin was on to something.
Mm.
Yeah, Carnal, I earned Lee Skytroll and the yes, and the fires. That is also another thing that we all have in common here is the pyromania in my family. I too have pyrophiliacs. It's a real thing. Roy says maybe I'm thinking about my ass whoopings. They were many. Hell, I can't remember all of them. That's actually weird because I was not spanked often as a child. Surprise, surprise. Like I was actually one of the few kids who, when I was told to do something, I learned it, and that's that was also because I had a lot of learning by example from my siblings what not to do. Do do do. Great Sky Trolls reminiscing about all of his collateral damage. And Spicy EP is here. How's it going,
Hello.
man?
It's
Hey,
going all right.
Spice.
It's -6 degrees here, and my windows are icing up like a motherfucker in almost every room. And I've got the heater on, but it's turning on every damn near 10 minutes because the insulation in this place, I guess, doesn't exist. And you guys are reminiscing about ass whoopings. This is great.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, we're not quite
Well,
reminiscing yet.
we're not reminiscing yet, but by the way, for those of you who don't know, I run these streams on my phone, and I'm at work. So, I anticipate leaving the property and having to completely de-ice my car and somehow get home safely because it's my Friday, thank God. And I'm
Good
gonna be
luck.
able to, yeah, I know. I'm gonna be able to turtle for the next 2 days, and it's gonna be ugly, guys. I will
Yeah.
not be leaving the house in the next couple days because fuck that shit. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. You cannot make me.
I like the
Oh, they can
cold.
make you. They can make you. They have ways. Moving on.
Uh-huh.
Um, where was I? Or where were we?
Wherever you
Oh,
were, pick
the
it up.
subject was teaching our kids that it's okay to become parents. What the hell is wrong with this world?
Well, and it's never said overtly. It's not something that they're shouting from the rooftops. They just have our kids wrapped up in so many other things. Oh, I guess it is Happy Valentine's Day. Um,
Eh,
yeah. So I
just
hope
one
that
minute
Spicy
messenger.
P. I hope that a Spicy P is getting his blowjob this year. Um,
uh, Too late.
too late.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go tell. I'm gonna have to tell my wife that real quick.
whoa, whoa.
No,
Carnal is
not
always
Even
not
glad to
all
spicy.
be
that
of assistance.
jazz.
All right,
Um,
here's a good question. Did anyone have a dangerous game you played as kids and survived? Any dangerous fun and games, guys? Any that you feel comfortable sharing?
no, I had
No?
a very boring childhood. I nothing that dangerous. Bicycles. That's about it.
Bicycles?
Okay,
What
let's
about
talk
you?
about danger here. Dangerous
Uh-huh.
games. Here we go. Okay, so I used to jump my mountain bike off of people's roofs into pools for money. That was pretty damn fun. That was very dangerous. We had this game where we would drive around. This was up in Ohio. We drive around town with BB guns and shit, and you could only play this with people that you knew, friends of
Mm-hmm.
yours that were also in the know on the game. And we would essentially do drive-bys with BB guns. That was fun. We used to have BB gun fights in the woods. That was fun. Uh, Almost lost a toe to a snapping turtle trying to cross through a little creek on a friend of mine's property during one of those BB gun fights. That was really delicious. Uh,
So, do any of you remember, like, because I was born in 87, and what's awesome is that even when I was being put through school, you still had those, like, crazy ass jungle gyms and the
Yeah,
monkey
yeah.
bars
yeah.
and those
That's
really
not
tall.
dangerous. What are you talking about?
If you play
The
chicken, it is.
hang on, and let me finish. Because if you take those playground like recess sets that they used to have at your school and you compare them to what they have on school grounds today, they look like death traps because we're talking about things that are like 20-30 feet high.
Well, my daughter's lucky because she's got one that's like that.
Awesome.
And the crazy part is that it's a newer school too.
Oh, that's nuts. That's
Yeah,
also awesome.
I was pretty surprised by that. Like I know there's in a park in the old part of town
That's
that I used to live in. There's this rocket ship jungle gym thing that has a cage all the way around it. But because you have to climb a ladder 4 stories up, it's dangerous apparently. So they ended up bolting every one of the holes shut on it. It's really stupid.
Oh my gosh.
these are dangerous. Well,
Lame.
then I guess I played with a lot of dangerous stuff as a kid.
Oh no, it gets
You
even
you
dumber
you
than
did.
that. It gets even
You
dumber
did.
than that. So there's this other jungle gym that's right next to this rocket. It's taller than the rocket, but what makes it even it's more insanely dangerous is the jungle gym's completely made out of ropes with one pole in the center, and it's held the pole's held there by a triangle, but a triangle of rope, and there's rope all throughout this fucking triangle, so you can climb to the very top of the center point on this fucking pole. So if you jump off the top of this pole, you'll actually fall further than the rocket. If you're not careful and you lose your grip on on the rope to try and make it to this pole, you actually probably snap your fucking everything off trying to hit the ground. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, one of my family used to vacation at a campsite called Leo Carrillo Beach in California. And I remember on that campsite, there was off to the north side of a ravine where there used not a ravine, but like an old creek bed where there used to be like water flowing down. And there was one of those uh, jump off swings from that was connected to one of the trees above, and it was one of those swings where it's essentially a long rope with a stick as
Mm.
the with a stick as the seat, and because I'm reading Violence is Life, Old Rope on a Zip Line. Yeah, this wasn't even as sophisticated as a zip line. It was just a length of rope that you would have to take up the hill, and then you would seat on it and then jump and pray that by the time you swung by the full arc, that rope held. And there was one turn where it did not hold, and it happened to be my turn.
Oh, great. Yes.
Now,
Cowabunga, dude.
exactly, and that rocky bottom was not um, pleasant. But anyway, but this
Fantastic
was
lessons in gravity.
Okay, well,
this was
I remember all of these sorts of things, and none of them seemed dangerous to me at the time. I'm
no.
looking back and saying, still, it doesn't seem that dangerous.
It's
Oh no,
not.
mandatory compared to the shit that these kids experience today. Like you were a wild child. Like you did impossible things.
Not
And
really. You know, well, I guess times change or something, but I'm sitting here thinking, none of that was dangerous. What are you talking about? The monkey bars, the spinning bars, the rocket ship. I remember the rocket ship. I don't remember it being that high. But it was a production model, so it must have
You
been
know what
that
I
high.
remember? I remember Big Macs being bigger too.
exactly. I remember when
Well,
one Big Mac was enough to feed a grown man. I remember those days.
I don't.
You don't.
Well,
No.
we're sorry we're not all bottomless pits. That's a lie.
Nah,
I am.
I also
I
have 11 years on Carnal, so
it,
that's true.
oh, you're so old. Someone get this guy a walker.
shut the fuck up. I
uh,
mean, damn it, I know I'm not supposed to use that kind of language.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
cool.
mind it. But but yeah, but it's not only that we have this the complete weakness of our playground areas, but we also have this notion where our kids are so busy doing other things like the extracurriculars, the band, the choir, the just all of these other things where you don't really get time or they're aware to talk about being parents in the future. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed this or if it's just me.
I don't know. I thought teen
Because,
pregnancies were doing a good job of making kids worry about becoming parents.
well, and that's the thing. It's a worry, not a goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
don't tell your kids to become parents. And you're sitting here going, wait a minute.
What?
It's like they're training us to expect that by the time our children that our children have children, that they're supposed to be like 30 something, and it might not be our problem anymore. It might not be in our interest anymore. And I'm not okay with that.
Totally
Yeah.
lol. What?
Yeah.
I mean, I here I am trying to teach my daughter to be a good mommy,
Hmm.
and everybody around her is telling her, no, 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 you have everything else on earth. What?
Yeah.
Lol. What?
Hang on. They're telling your daughter what
That
specifically?
that she has to get a good education and go to college. Well, I'm telling you right now, my baby
Not Trace.
girl is not going to college. Um, and
And,
and literally everything else except military, because we all knew, you know, baby girl Carrie is not going in the military.
fair enough.
Um, Troll said something pretty interesting. Turn
All right. Well, which one? I'm looking at a few things.
on very last.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, I call it. Yeah, it is the pussification of America. It's demonstrably true. Um, but it's worse than that. And Abby Johnson, do you all know who she is?
Never heard of.
Uh,
Okay, Abby
nope.
Johnson is the woman who did the movie Unplanned, the expose of Planned Parenthood and how they work, and
Oh,
That's
and
why.
and one of the things that she says is uh, part of the Planned Parenthood agenda, or part of the indoctrination is, or a byproduct of it is that we are normalizing sterility. Like
Hmm.
we're normalizing the idea that humans shouldn't have functioning reproductive systems. That the normal when you have sex is to not produce a child.
Well, yeah, because they want to make a license for everything. Why not have kids? That's one of the things
yeah,
I don't agree with Starship Troopers is the fact that in order to have
yeah.
kids, you have to be a citizen. While the citizen thing is cool, it's the one thing I don't agree
Wait,
with
wait,
you
wait, wait.
there.
Hang on.
No, no, no.
That that
That's not that.
that's not accurate. You did not have to be a citizen to have a child.
It's just easier to get the license if you are a citizen.
Regardless, it is a fact that that could be an issue. That could be a reason why they are trying to normalize it. It's just another way for them to make money off of a natural human
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, that's something I'm very much against. Skytroll says my adopted boy wears makeup, it's eyeliner to quote unquote look tough. Um,
Yeah,
That's a real
yeah.
I
thing.
dude, I actually have no problem with that. Like, I don't care if like there's a reason women call it war paint. Um,
No,
it
no,
it it,
no. Mm-mm,
it
mm-mm.
look
I'm not okay with it.
no, no, no. Eyeliner. I'm not gonna blink too much about it. I'm not gonna care too much about it. Um, but he continues. He says, "I agreed, and let the kids beat him up. He learned to defend himself and continue to wear it." Again,
Yep, that I'm cool with.
that
Stand by your guns.
yep,
That's a real thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
There is
my
a way
kid
for
does.
men to wear makeup that is appropriate to men, that is exactly equal and inverse of the way women wear makeup.
yep. I
With
mean,
women,
what?
they're trying to raise their eyes. They're trying to raise their cheeks. With men, what you want to do is have the effect that it sinks your eyes deeper into your head, so you look more like the hunter.
Yes. There is a proper. There's a place for artistic license, even on the male form. I honestly, when it comes
Well,
to makeup on boys, like it should be like essentially a temporary tattoo,
Hmm.
almost.
Now,
I
don't look at
know.
me. I'm not going to do it, but I do know what the concept is. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I know what the concept is.
I can live with like camo colors. I understand camoing your face. I get that. I get that perfectly fine. But
Now,
painting
hang
it, I
on.
don't even like my wife doing it for fuck's sake. I don't
Okay.
like it, period. I can smell that shit. It's not just that I see it, I can smell it, I can taste it, and it's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I just mean that the men should wear makeup for the same reason Bruce Wallace, wore his in principle.
Huh?
So they don't look half as ugly.
Yes.
Oh. I know who you're talking about now. There's
Yeah.
no evidence they actually did that.
Oh, I mean, like I said Bruce Wallace, didn't I? I meant William Wallace. What the hell is wrong with me?
William a Bruce.
Yes, William the Bruce. That's where I got the
William
name.
the Bruce.
That's where Bruce came from.
No, you're talking about Bruce Springsteen.
No,
No.
I was not, and I wasn't talking about Bono either.
Oh, thank Christ.
Who? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Good call. Good call. So no, it's the normalization of human sterility that's kind of bumming me out. I'm like, children are not talked to enough about the fact that they should be preparing and look forward to being parents and having kids.
Yeah, I just
And
want them to wait to get out of my house before they go and, you know,
and
make
you
their own
know
mistakes.
yeah, you know what actually spurred this conversation is I was listening to Sargon's Otis Leader stream, and he was like, he was voicing concern that his daughter was going to be like influenced by the trans lobby because his daughter's kind of tomboyish, and he's like, don't worry about her influence in the home. Like I'm pretty based, like patriarchy is good. How many kids are you gonna have? And I'm like, yes, this is the counterculture movement right here.
Yeah.
That is how we counter this
Oh
these
no.
shenanigans. But I was thinking about my own home life. I'm like, why haven't I done this more? Because I know I've done it, but I'm just wondering why I haven't done it more.
I see
Is
somebody's watched Critters.
Critters?
Mm-hmm. Check out the comments.
Ah, yes, hairspray is only good for playing with fire. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is also based. And apparently, Sky Troll has a harem and multiple clans and broods. And this is not the first time I've heard of that phenomena where where the ex and the wife get along. It's
Yeah.
generally a good thing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
not
yeah.
mine.
Yeah, yours don't get along at all.
My second ex actually freaked out when my first ex tracked me down on Facebook, and I thought my first ex-wife was dead.
Oh,
Yeah, she
Oh
just
that's
shit.
disappeared
All
one
right.
day. And I knew she had a drug issue, so I figured she just went high and overdosed. That's it. Okay.
that 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 is some like horror movie material right there.
That'd be a fucking surprise and a half. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, God knows what really happened. I don't, and I don't want to.
mercy
Yeah.
me. Well, since I'm in the company of much older gentlemen, I am inclined to take wisdom from those far more experienced than I.
Actually,
Don't let your
I was
exes meet.
born. I was born in '88, dude.
You were born in '88. Holy
Yep.
shit! Holy shit!
I got
I
12 years on you.
dude, I actually thought you were far older than me.
No, man. I'm just exceedingly sarcastic in my age, I guess.
You, I'll be completely blunt. You sound like a crotchety old man who's had enough of life. and,
Yeah,
and I
not
and I
wrong.
and I say that with the highest compliment and regard.
Oh, you're
Fuck
good.
you. Oh, shit. I'm not supposed to say that out loud.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Sky Troll, wife Vader, painted lady, and skanky side chick all get along. Okay, wow. Yeah, you do you, Sky Troll. I have no comment on that. Have, have you married one at least? Like, have you settled with?
Yeah, it's called Wife Vader.
Okay, wife Vader. Okay, cool.
It's not that hard to figure out here, Karn.
Okay,
Even I can figure this one out.
I'm not making any assumptions. Any man with that many women in his life has far more drama and intrigue than I care to contemplate.
Okay, that's fair enough, Troll. Got to be kind of stressful. You must have some heart issues.
And not the warrior variety. Anyways, so where the hell was I going with this? Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
Ass
Since
whoopings.
yeah, ass whoopings, plenty to go around. Wow, Sky
Holy
Troll's
shit, I'm the
42.
oldest person here. The fuck happened?
Probably.
You took a couple of road crooked and messed up roads in the great drive of life, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, you
and
took the
that
wrong
too.
turn on the internet, and you took the wrong turn on the internet and landed on my Discord. I don't know how this happened, but I'm glad you're here.
I'd say this is probably the not the wrong turn of the internet. The wrong turn of the internet involves furries, and we can stay away from those.
Don't even talk about that, please.
What? They're disgusting.
Just change the subject.
Okay.
Okay, it changing the subject. It is okay to disown a child when they come out as a furry.
No, that's too far. That's too far.
Yeah,
It's
I would
okay
say
to
that's
beat
too
them.
far.
It's perfectly okay to beat them,
I got
but you
disowned
can't
once.
disown them.
I got disowned once. It was the quietest years of my life. It was great.
Furries and cups.
Cups.
Don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask.
I know
Cups.
what
All
that's
right.
about, and Troll should be ashamed of himself for bringing that subject up in any company.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will
Karn,
ask
tell
in
me you don't know what
Discord.
he's talking about.
Oh, I do know what he's talking about.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I have no idea what they're talking about, but you guys said don't bring it up, so I'm not bringing it up. I will just ask in Discord later.
No,
Well, no, no,
we
no.
won't tell
Go,
you.
no, go and this is
Don't
actually
tell him.
deep internet
Don't do
lore.
that to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
Okay.
do that to him.
I
That is
will.
so wrong.
Do
No,
it.
no, no, no. This is
Roast
a
me out.
moral obligation as a denizen of the internet. Like llamas with hats and goatsy. He needs to know this.
He doesn't need to know about llamas with hats either.
Yeah, it's boring.
It's
See? See?
it's
I told you.
classic.
No, happy tree friends.
No, look up Two Girls in One Cup.
No, I'm good. I already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Ugh. I'm gonna,
Should I let Runner on?
I want to throw up.
Oh, yes.
Why? Where's he going?
Hi,
Yo,
Renner.
hey, I was listening to the podcast and it gotten fucking funny, so I
Yeah.
decided to join in.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Never mind. No, I can't go into
All
that.
right, runner.
Okay.
Runner. Since you're probably actually the youngest person here, we have decided that it is your turn to wipe up a gal and start breeding for the West.
Or breeding
Uh,
in general. And,
Wait,
and,
how old
and
are
you
you?
have to teach your children to become parents themselves someday. Beat
21.
this through their head.
Okay. Where do you live at?
Australia.
And move to a country where you can teach your kids good trigger discipline.
Yeah.
I don't know how to teach my kids trigger discipline with beer cans, but okay.
Airsoft guns work too. And
That's a good
Oh,
place
they're
to
banned
start.
over here.
What?
Oh, it's
Jesus
Australia.
Christ.
alrighty then. I know where I'm never going.
Hey, you guys got $500 each?
No.
Nope. Dude. I'm a father. Like I am in the rare position of being able to keep my wife at home. I don't have
Okay.
any money.
I'm lucky
I
I
have.
get enough disability to not have to work right now.
I'm
But I
just
want to
thinking
because I'm losing my mind.
I could buy a sailboat for about $2,000. Don't ask why.
How did you get the money?
Well, because he was going to ask us for it.
Yes.
Oh.
And we were
Nope.
going to we would have been unknowing accomplices in his scheme, money-making scheme there.
I
Yeah.
didn't say anything about questionable or immoral or unethical
It
or
is not
God help
immoral.
me, illegal activity.
Don't worry,
Look,
I've had the same
mandatory.
thoughts too.
Mandatory.
Yes.
If you need the boating accident disclaimer, you're gonna have
No,
to find those resources on your own.
no, 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 no.
Running.
Oh, okay.
I don't need the boating accident disclaimer. My ex-wife stole them.
Oh, okay.
The
There we
second
go.
one.
Nice.
Troll, I am a bosun's mate, for God's sakes. Your average civilian small boat captain, at least, doesn't have as much training as I do.
And violence is life brings us back to the topic: Planned Parenthood and sterility, population control for the plebs.
Yep.
Yep, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Big truth there. Meanwhile, the black population is killing off Wakanda every year.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious.
No,
Spicy.
it's just funny.
No, it's depressing as fuck. Yeah,
No, you're right.
going.
You're right.
It
Yeah, he's not wrong at all.
the numbers don't lie. Like go and look up like the black abortion numbers and the fictional nation of Wakanda. They are killing Wakanda literally every year.
Oh, I know. You're right. I just never heard it put in that context before. And it's hilarious. It's fucked up, but it's still hilarious.
Oh. And the reason why we talk about this bullshit about telling your kids to be parents, to have that future propped up for them, letting them know that this is the dream, this is where we go, it is so we don't end up in the position of the black community in particular, because
Yeah.
the secret to power in society, it's not in Congress, it's not in
No,
the
it's the fuck like
legislature.
rabbits.
It's what?
It's the fuck like rabbits.
Yeah, it's family.
Yep.
And if you want to be wealthier, if you want to have more success, if you want to have more resources, and you want to have people to have your back, you need family. And I have locally a pretty I'm laughing 12 minutes behind stupid slow internet. Yes. And Skytroll says it again: go forth and multiply. This is going to be the theme of many streams of mine, is go forth and multiply. Precisely that. But again, as I was saying about my local scenario, we have a family here where they have their hands in real estate. They have their hands in uh, senior care centers, real and not just real estate, but like other like AC conditioning, and it's they have a system set up to where if anyone in the family wants to like expand on the base industry, dude, they have it made, and that's where you want to get. Like that is the dream. So yeah,
Not going to happen on my end.
no, but you can plant the seeds for it.
Didn't.
Yeah,
No, I had
that
to get. I went and got a vasectomy because if my wife and I have any more kids, if we have any more kids, it's gonna kill them. So yeah.
Oh,
no, yeah, this child that we have is our last as well, but four is a good place to stop. Um,
I had to stop at two, technically one. I'm raising my stepson too, more or less, whenever he decides he wants to friggin' listen. And I have a daughter, but I had a son die while I was in Iraq. So yeah, that's another reason why I got out of
oh,
the army. Don't want to do that shit anymore.
mm,
condolences.
It's okay. It's been
yeah,
a while. And just bury everything with somewhere else. It's a lot easier that way.
I don't know. I'm yeesh. But if you're taking it well and you've made peace with that, then I'm good for you. I'm glad for you.
Hmm.
No choice but to
You're a
make
better man
peace.
than most.
No.
So, runner, any female candidates for breeding for the West?
Yes, whose Johnny are you
Uh,
going to smash?
um, that's a very interesting question.
You came on here during my Go Forth and Multiply stream. You
Well,
should have
don't
seen
come
this
on here.
coming.
Just come talk to us. That'd be weird if you came on here. Just
More or
saying.
less, yeah. You walked into this, bud.
And you'd get
Yeah.
some almost suspicion points out of it if you did come on
So
here.
you gotta go start banging dirty hose for us.
Oh, no, no, no! Don't do that. Do not
Why
do that.
not?
But come
Mandatory.
on, dude.
Mandatory, I have made it expressly clear in the Discord, and I will say it again on stream, and I know I've said it before on stream. Feminists are only good for anal. Stop it.
Uh,
So,
yeah, they're the ones that are buying up all the copies of 50 Shades of Grey, huh?
yeah, because
Oh,
Um,
fuck me.
so runner again. We're going to return to this topic. Who is the lucky lady?
Um, haven't actually found anyone yet.
This is unacceptable.
Wait,
Any
aren't men,
candidates?
aren't men outnumbered like 2 to 1 or something like that in Australia?
I think so.
Well,
It's not like they can afford to be picky now.
this is true. Is it
Oh, you'll
true?
be fucking surprised.
yeah, you
Yes,
don't know
yes, I
Uh,
would.
Australian women.
Then again, all Australian dudes have massive ass chins too. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll leave that be.
all right, and we have the GME stock drama in chat. Hold the line. Absolutely. We will be holding that line. For all of you who are holding GameStop stonk, hold it. But again,
Yes,
back to
because
our
they've launched investigations into people that have been on Reddit for this scenario. Fucking great.
Yeah, good luck with that. What did they do
yeah,
illegal?
I don't
yeah.
know. Like I said, investigation, and it's the federal government. If they want to charge you with something, they'll make it up.
That's true.
It's a load of
That's
shit.
he's not lying.
Yep. That's what happened to me.
Ah, do do do. So, runner, I
How
the
about
next time
prospects?
yeah, exactly, prospects. Any good looking gals you got your eye on?
One or two.
Well, make up
Details.
your mind. Is it one or two?
¿Por qué no las dos?
Huh?
Nacho, Taco Bell, burrito.
Spanish for why not both? How does an Australian not?
No Spanish? Because
It,
he's on
Why
Australia.
why would an Australian know Spanish mandatory? I need to understand your logic here.
ready?
Go.
Okay.
It was filmed in Australia. The girl is Australian. Just
Are you
because it was filmed for an American company doesn't mean it has anything to do with the US.
Are you talking about the Door Sprawler movie?
What?
Wait. Well, what
Yo,
am I hearing?
Mum.
Oh,
what movie? What movie?
yeah. I don't know what a movie production has to do with why the Australians would need to learn Spanish.
Not
Yeah.
Elysium. You're not talking about any of the Mad Max movies either.
I'm talking about the
I'll be
Taco
right
Bell commercial.
Taco Bell?
Or no, no,
I'll
no.
be back in 5.
Okay, good luck.
The commercial that's so famous for. It's for hard and soft shell tacos.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then the two of you shouldn't be arguing with me about it.
We're not arguing with you about it. We're confused.
Clearly,
Indeed.
but I will dig it up for you because I am such a good person. What is it?
I thought you said you weren't a
Old
good person.
El Paso
Old
commercial?
El Paso.
Maybe. I don't think so.
But no, please. How?
Oh yeah,
Why
yeah, yeah.
would?
Okay,
Okay,
I
go
got it. I
on.
got it. Okay, I'm gonna put it into the private chat because I'm doing something on YouTube that I need you to not know about for a couple of years. Okay, there. That's the one.
Okay. Um.
Rio? Rio's not Spain.
What?
Nah, the link, dude. It says Rio, R-I-O, at the end. I can't click it, or else I'm going to hop off of Streamlabs.
Yeah. Same. So, are you talking about Rio de Janeiro? The
No, the old El Paso commercial for the hard and soft shell tacos,
Don't they make
where the
like?
girl saves the day by saying, "Why not both?"
Oh
Okay.
shit, that's the company that makes tortillas and shit too, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, I'm on the same ball now.
Okay.
That was filmed in Australia. That girl is Australian. So why would Runner not know Por qué no las dos? Everybody knows Por qué no las dos.
But TVs are full of nothing but lies.
Why would you assume, based on a commercial,
I
that
think he's being
Australian?
sarcastic.
I.
No, I'm being very serious.
Oh,
Oh. Oh,
okay.
sir.
This is getting worse as we get along. Shit.
Yeah. I'm actually. I'm concerned here. Mandatory.
Yes,
Um.
me too.
I,
Do you think Doomsday Preppers was real?
No.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
okay. Don't even go there with me. Wow.
okay. Because we're getting some funny vibes here.
Wow. Don't insult me like that.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
question my intelligence and my sanity, but not my. Well, hold up.
All right. Good night, Sky Troll. Have a good one.
We'll miss you.
Oh,
I wonder if he knows we won't miss
Good
him.
night, troll.
eh. I think he's 50-50 on it. Anyways,
Okay. Oh,
What?
shit. Huh?
Okay, moving on. What was the
yes.
original subject?
Ass
The
whoopings.
original. Well, that's what you walked in on. The original subject
Oh.
was promoting the family and telling children to participate in the family because for some odd reason we are treating pregnancy like it's a terminal illness.
Well, I mean, it is if you do it living in my fucking house still and you're not out of school yet. That's the only time it's like a terminal illness.
Well,
Oh, but
even then, I mean, I cannot express how much of a primitivist I am on this issue.
Okay, so if you can support them, not a big deal. But damn it, just at least fucking grow up first and get out of the damn house away from your parents, and then go ahead and be an STD chaser. I don't give a shit. Just don't do it in my fucking house. That's all I ask.
I don't
Well,
care that much. I want grandkids. And I'm
there we
old enough
go.
to have them now. So you.
Oh my gosh,
Right. My
guys,
my my
uh,
older boy and my stepdaughter are both legally adults.
As long as they're legally adults, that's great. Just don't do it in my house because I already raised two loud ass kids. I don't need to go through that shitstorm with another one.
Now my
okay,
baby
guys,
girl and my little boy are still too young.
yeah. So, Violence is Life just finally hit the point where we were talking about Goatsy.
Ugh. Oh shit. Is she hitting
Can't shock
pause and
me
play?
anymore.
Huh?
Is she hitting pause and play or just bad reception?
No, she's lagging about 12 minutes behind.
Oh
So,
shit, that sucks.
yeah. It's
Silence. Try playing at 2 times speed.
yeah, it's yeah.
Of course, you'll see this in about 12 minutes, and then we'll
And then
probably
do
be
it.
off about then.
She found 4chan when she was 17. 2004, the good old days. Yes. Yes, those were the good old days. Oh my goodness. What was I
Well,
doing
you
in
can still get away with
2004?
almost anything on 4chan. You literally the only thing you can't do is coordinate a violent crime on 4chan, and even then you can get away with it. It's just not as easy.
Didn't 4chan have that event where they coordinated with the Russians to bomb ISIS?
Oh no, they coordinated with the CIA to bomb an ISIS training camp.
Really,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Uh, it's actually happened a couple of times.
That is fucking wow.
Yeah.
4chan.
Yep.
Reddit is like subhuman, disgusting, toxic waste. And then
Meanwhile,
there's
4chan is
4chan that's
like superhumans.
kinda, yeah, not quite, but getting there really quick. But
Yeah.
if you ask the media, 4chan is all evil, bad people, and Reddit is the good, upstanding, righteous. Oh my God, I think I just jerked off with ears.
And then Wall Street Bets happened.
And then, well, okay,
Oh
okay, okay.
god, yes.
Lex Luthor saved a life too. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, there's that wholesome analogy. Oh my goodness.
It was his own life, but anyway. Um,
Well, I mean, I honestly don't think the Wall Street Bets guys are like the majority of Reddit. Like, I think they
no,
are the the outside anomaly of what Reddit normally is.
Um,
And it's snowing outside right now, and I am scared as fuck because I have to drive in this shit in about an hour. This
congratulations.
is not cool. This is not cool. And this is what I was afraid of. I did not want to go into work today. Driving in snow in Texas is bullshit, and I am not down for this. I am not down. This is not okay.
Um, Even within the Wall Street Bets subreddit, it wasn't everyone. It was like 20, 30 maybe out of what, 3,000, 4,000
Oh, dude, it was more than like 3 or 4 thousand, sir.
I'm
members,
checking the
total
weather
members.
on my end.
Yeah, aren't they like in like the 100K membership mark?
Okay, 100,000. You know what? It's still less than one out of every 100. Right. So even that good, within that community, not all of them are the actual heroes of the story. Just like one out of every 100.
Well,
Fair
apparently
enough.
all of that community of Reddit is getting investigated for the event.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Is Robin Hood getting investigated?
Of
As
course
far
not.
Well,
as far as I know,
actually, they are.
no.
They are getting investigated. But it's like it's going to be this one little thing. Okay, well, we're going to go check this one out because we have to now, and not all of them like we should have years ago.
Can't we just crucify him and get it over with?
Not only should
No,
they be crucified, we need to put it on. We need to put that shit on pay-per-view.
Tar and feather and all that jazz.
Uh-huh.
brazen bull.
Yep.
Brazen Bull, my pyramids, the whole shaboopy. Let's do it.
Well, you don't want to be entertained to uh, the sound of a bull roaring, as you know this guy is being roasted alive and very slowly. By the way,
I know what a brazen bull is. I just don't care to listen to a bunch of wusses cry and whine and piss and moan about burning alive. Oh no, I'm on fire and I'm dying. God, okay, shut up. Do it silently. No one loves you.
that's the reason why it turns him into a trumpet. They installed a trumpet so you can scream all you want. You
Oh,
still
great.
sound like
So
a bull.
I gotta listen to. That's fantastic. Sounds like a fucking cow or bull having an orgasm in my ear.
I'm back.
Great.
Oh, welcome back, Runner. We're talking about brazen bull orgasms.
Okay, that makes
Interesting.
it sound really weird. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't weird until Carnal took it there.
Yes. Well, if I didn't take it there, I wouldn't be doing my job as the host because
Okay.
that's kind of my job.
That, well,
We do need some comedic relief.
okay, you
But
took it disturbing.
yes.
It's
Okay.
still funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
The funniest part it deserves mandatory. That's
What?
what I find funny about it.
So you
No,
enjoy
it didn't.
mandatory pain and discomfort and weird social
No,
activities?
no. Hey, stop
Yes.
right there. All right. I'm already a disturbed individual. You can't change that. Um, but for the average person, this would be a very disturbing thing.
Normal people are overrated. That's all I have to say on that notion.
Yeah, they
Normalcy
are.
is
Yes.
completely overrated.
That's why
Uh,
that's why my daughter looks at trunk space and goes, "How many bodies?"
wait, what?
What?
My daughter's like 8 years old. If we're ever looking at a vehicle, she'll ask the guy, "How many bodies fit in the trunk?"
Oh, nice.
You can
Nice.
stick at least three people in here.
It's great because I just look at them and after she asks a question, I wait for them to answer, and while they're looking at me, just with a straight face, go, "Well, how many?"
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Now,
You need to
let's be
film.
honest.
You need to film one of those Wednesday Adam moments, Spicy P, because I want to see that shit.
If we have any of those moments anytime soon with this whole kung flu hoopla.
Spice, honest.
Oh, the
Be honest with
chinky
me.
box.
Spice, be honest with me. Did you teach her to do that?
No, she did it on her own. I do say shit like
Right.
that, but I didn't say shit like that around her. She learned that all on her own. I think it's like something to do with genetic memory and whatnot.
We were just
Internet.
discussing that. We were just discussing that actually. The the,
No
the
shit.
things the things that your kids do that just make you sit back and go, "Yep, that's
My
mine.
kid.
Yep.
That
Like
is totally mine."
my daughter, she's not a huge fan of reading, but when she is reading or listening to an audiobook, it's Day by Day Armageddon. It's a good zombie apocalypse book.
Nice.
It's like a slightly more fucked up version of World War Z, but World War Z is still pretty damn good.
No, I think my favorite dystopian, like apocalypse dystopian, is like have you seen The Road?
Yeah, god
Yeah.
damn, that's depressing.
No.
Oh, the Road is completely foobar. And it has and it's famous because it has one of those endings where you really don't know how everything's gonna end up.
Yeah, it just ends.
Yeah, it just ends, and
It's kind of
I'm not gonna
aggravating.
yeah I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody, but if you want a truly dystopian like horror like dystopian survival movie, watch The Road, and it's it is pretty messed. But anyways, all right. I'm gonna have to ask for last thoughts, and I'm gonna have to wrap up here at the office and get my ass home. So, final thoughts. Oh,
Mandatory
runner.
fucking.
Yes, not only mandatory fucking, but runner. Next time I have you on stream, I want names, and I want to know if you got her number yet.
Oh, and identification numbers too. So we can
Why do
steal
I
her
need?
identity.
No, fuck off.
Being smart ass. No, we're not gonna do any of that shit.
No. I just
Wait,
want.
wait, wait. I just had a brilliant idea.
Background checks?
No. We steal her identity to force her to date Runner.
Oh god, that'd be so wait, how the
How
fuck will we do that?
how do you make these dots come together? How does stealing someone's identity make them date someone else?
What?
Well, mental
What the
illness.
fuck? What the fuck, Minotaur?
Okay, run us through this one. This is gonna be good.
Let's
All
just.
right.
I'm gonna just take this slow a bit.
Mandatory, come on, how are we gonna do this? If we could get him a
Okay.
date like that would be
Um,
fucking great.
I'm just gonna say, runner, do not give this poor girl's information to mandatory.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Do not. I immediately disavow this plan. I do not approve. I disavow it.
No matter how funny it is.
We're just all I ask, runner, is what's her name? Did you get her number? Basic shit.
Alright.
Basic shit.
Oh my god. Oh,
Alrighty.
Look,
that was actually.
all right, and on that
To be
note,
fair,
we're
that was
hoping,
actually fucking funny.
and on that note, we're just doing this in the hopes that runner will someday get laid and breed for the West. Everyone, stay carnal and God bless. Good night.
Good night.
Night.